Elected leaders in Illinois are looking at new ways to combat and prevent gun violence and domestic terrorism. WCIA 3's Capitol Bureau Chief Mark Maxwell is live in Springfield. So, Mark, lawmakers are discussing a multi-pronged approach at the federal, state, and local level.
Paul, good evening. That's because gun violence can rear its head in multiple forms. Of course, there's the age-old debate about gun laws and ready access to firearms. Lawmakers on both sides are also increasingly shifting their gaze and their focus toward the more enduring problems like mental health and illness, poverty that feeds desperation, drugs, and gangs. But more recently, the bigger increase on the immediate impact and the shocking outrage to incidents of domestic terrorism fueled by hate and racism. Today on Twitter, Senator Dick Durbin highlighted his plan that would allow the federal government to investigate, track, monitor, and prosecute white nationalists.
I asked the director of the FBI whether they were focusing attention on white supremacists and white nationalists who have accounted for more deaths than any other domestic extremist group in the last few years.
Out of 5,000 open terrorism cases at the FBI, 850 involved domestic terrorism. Senator Dick Durbin introduced a plan in Congress to allow the feds to monitor, track, and prosecute white nationalists like the one in El Paso. Governor Pritzker said that shooter bears the blame for his actions, but President Trump is responsible for his words.
He has created an environment in which people have felt that it's okay to attack people of color and immigrants in particular.
The president condemned the evil attacks, highlighted mental health issues, and supported red flag laws, similar to one already on the books in Illinois.
We must make sure that those judged to pose a grave risk to public safety do not have access to firearms, and that if they do, those firearms can be taken through rapid due process.
How do you have a red flag if you don't have universal background checks?
Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot and Governor Pritzker both addressed a bloody weekend in Chicago, where drug and gang-related shootings killed 7 and wounded dozens more.
Let me also say that here in Chicago we have a gun violence problem that needs to be addressed.
Universal background checks should be non-controversial.
Gallup polls show 92% of Americans support background checks for all gun sales. But with various laws and loopholes in different states, Governor Pritzker called on Congress to write new laws nationwide.
Federal legislation would be the most effective. 100-round high-capacity magazines don't need to be in circulation.
Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger backed red flaws at the state level, universal background checks, and raising the age to buy a gun to 21. Congressman LaHood condemned white nationalism, said we must address mental health issues, and must provide law enforcement with enough resources to prevent crazed individuals from getting their hands on firearms.
Pritzker did just sign the Gun Dealer Licensing Act, which regulates and monitors the sale and distribution of firearms at the state level in addition to the federal. Congress right now on a weeks-long break, pressure mounting on Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to break that recess, call lawmakers back to Capitol Hill, and vote in the Senate on the background check bill that passed the House earlier this year. All 5 Illinois Republicans voted against that measure. All 13 Illinois Democrats voted for it. Paul?
Yeah, I saw tonight that Senator McConnell has named 3 Republicans to join a task force to brainstorm some ideas, so we'll see if there's any momentum when lawmakers return to Capitol Hill. Mark Maxwell tonight in Springfield. Mark, thank you.